Alright, we've got a 2v2 at Coastline World, CoreDawg and STM versus Neo and Pancake. CoreDawg and STM, both vanilla USA, and Pancake and Neo, both USA laser. Neo getting started with his build order there, getting started with a reactor and barracks. Pancake getting started with a reactor and a barracks as well. And getting going with his supply center. 2 dozers for Pancake. And it looks like 3 dozers for Neo. Let's see the third. Oh, it's counting the drones that Neo has already started dropping on CoreDawg.
Need a delivery, General?
CoreDawg has set up the second supply center at his auxiliary supply drop. STM getting going with the fire base in the center and starting to bring his dozer over to the oil derrick. CoreDawg starting to bring some infantrymen over to the oil derricks, probably for capturing. And Neo is bringing his dozers in. He's got his 2 supply centers. Pancake with 1 supply center. And already starting to build a strategy center. STM capturing oil derricks and has built his fire base in the center. Corey is also starting to build a fire base in the center, while Neo is he's got 2,400 and starting to also build his central defenses. CoreDawg has been able to build an airport and is now building his strategy center. Oh, and here comes Pancake with a Super Raptor, or a conventional Raptor, and took out both the strategy center and the construction dozer. That's gotta hurt. Looks like Neo has dropped a slew of missile defenders into CoreDawg's base. Took out 2 of those combat, or 2 of those supply Chinooks, and he's now going after the supply center. As soon as that dies, there will be a number of Rangers that are going to do some damage on the missile defenders. Oh, and Corey has got flashbangs doing splash damage on those infantry.
What's the mission, sir?
Taking them out almost as soon as they saw the Rangers.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Both Neo and
What's the mission, sir?
Pancake are dropping drones in CoreDawg and STM's
What's the
base.
mission, sir?
Neo building a reasonably good defense line. And STM with his fire base. And Corey with a single fire base and his oil derrick.
What's the mission, sir?
Pancake has got 2 Raptors coming in. 1 dozer. 2 dozers. Looks like Pancake's doing some dozer hunting, making good use of those unmanned drones and looking over CoreDawg's base, seeing where all of his dozers are. Corey's beginning to build back the dozers now. Corey's got $2,000. And Neo coming in with some more forces. Initially going after the STM's Raptor that was guarding the area, and then the Raptor comes back and takes over and just does a large amount of destruction, and that's cleaned up by Corey's dozer. Pancake with another Raptor goes after Corey's construction dozer again.
Let's get to work.
Corey builds another dozer. STM has dropped a flare, and he's got 2 raptors and an aurora now. Pancake with another raptor takes out another one of the construction dozers. Almost finished building that
Let's give him
Patriot
an
missile.
airship. Let's get to work.
And it looks like that Patriot missile is going to get finished. Discovered that drone. All Pancake nope, didn't lose his raptor on that attack. Raptors got a little bit more health than Auroras do. Neo continuing to build his defensive line. He's got 5 fire bases and 3 laser turrets. STM has got his 2 fire bases right now. And Pancake coming in to lose the raptor to take out a construction dozer. And the strategy center now at about half health. Same for the airport. STM continuing to build his defenses and also starting to build supply drops. Corey has got his raptors doing guard in the general area. Can't tell if it's air guard or if it's conventional guard. But STM trying to make use of Neo's lack of power there for a moment. Looks like he's tried to take out a number of power plants on Neo's base, but the Aurora was destroyed on those attacks. Here comes another raptor. Already damaged on his way in from those fire bases. And is able to complete his mission. Pancake, though, got starting to upgrade his raptors for Auroras. And Pancake has no money. Neo has 1,400, CoreDawg 875, and STM with almost 2,000. STM also starting to build a second airport. Pancake coming in with another raptor attack. And that'll get hit by the Patriot missiles. He'll dodge some of them with traps, but he gets destroyed, but he was able to take out a dozer. STM finished that airport. And he loses another raptor to another Patriot missile. Here comes Pancake going after another dozer, but it gets blocked by the... nope, didn't get blocked. He was able to finish up the construction dozer. 3/4 of the way done with the supply drop, though. STM has got 4 construction supply drops. That'll be pretty good for starting to bring in the resources. And it looks like Pancake has got 2. And Neo just starting to build a strategy center. Spending a lot of resources on those defenses.
Bombardment.
But Pancake using another raptor, but gets taken out by the fire-based missile defenders. Neo's got a pretty good army of 5 tanks and 3 Avengers, and he just upgraded with repair drones.
Bombardment.
Here comes STM with an Aurora, avoiding damage on his way in. Takes out a power plant. Power's still up. And that Aurora coming back is going to get taken out by the Avengers and the defense turrets. Second Aurora also dies. And bringing in his Raptor for just guarding the area. The Raptor dies on his way in. And now Neo making a large push with that force. All those laser tanks and Avengers, was able to take out the firebase pretty quickly, as well as taking out CoreDawg's spoil derrick. As he'll continue pushing, STM, throwing a couple of Raptors and Auroras, is able to take out the air defense that the Avengers providing. And now those laser tanks are going to have to do as much damage as they can before CoreDawg and STM's air defenses or Air Force are able to take them down. CoreDawg also bringing in laser-guided missile defenders, Paladin tanks, although the laser tanks take out the Paladin tank pretty quickly. There go the laser tank. Laser tanks take out a construction dozer. Auroras take out 2 of those laser tanks, and then Paladin and missile defenders finish off the final. STM helping to compensate for the lost firebase that CoreDawg had, building a firebase up against the other side of this no man's land. Pancake and Neo, though, still have a lot of drones inside of STM and CoreDawg's bases. And it also looks like STM has captured the spoil derrick up here to the top. STM garrisoning the firebase with 3 missile defenders and starting to build a few tanks. CoreDawg's got a couple of Humvees, a Paladin, Raptors. And it looks like he's finished off almost all of the supplies. 1 supply drop, 2 supply drops. Here comes STM with another Aurora, taking out another power plant. And power is low at this point, but the Avengers are going to be able to take out that Aurora. Instantly got 2 chevrons for taking out the Aurora. Pancake has dropped a beacon on CoreDawg's supply drop. STM continuing to build a small fleet of tanks. Pancake with another Aurora. And after that supply drop. And STM responding with another Aurora. Going after the oil derrick. And Neo with another Aurora going after the... I forget if that was a power or if that was a supply drop. CoreDawg rebuilding the supply depot, supply drops though. And it looks like they also took out that supply drop at the corner, so CoreDawg should be hurting for resources right now. 845, he's got 1 active supply drop, and he's building a second. Here comes Pancake now with taking out that last supply drop of Corey's. CoreDawg's Avenger was able to take it out though. CoreDawg sending some A-10s to go after... Looks like it was after the defenses. CoreDawg built his supply depot again. 2,300. Aurora took out that supply drop again. Roughly the same prices, 2,500 for an Aurora, 2,500 for a supply drop. Pancake, coming in with the Auroras, continues to go after Corey supplies. Didn't go after the construction dozer that time, but looks like it was I don't know, that was a power plant or something that it went after. It was able to survive that run. STM loses some more Auroras to the vendors. The vendors have gotten upgraded. And Neo continuing to build supply drops. Corey now with still one supply drop. And then other resources from the remaining supply piles. Comes Pancake with 2 Auroras. Goes after one of STM's airports. They'll lose both of those Auroras to nearby missile defenders and Patriots. STM sends some A-10s to go after defense turrets. Neo going after the oil barracks. Comes Pancake with another Aurora. Going after a supply drop. And doesn't survive. Neo dropping some tanks, so some missile defenders and rangers. They're getting taken out pretty well by the fire base and the tanks. Continuing to build supply drops. Looks like he's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 supply drops. CoreDawg has got 1 and building a second. CoreDawg with 1400. STM with 2400. Neo with 500 and no power. Pancake with 3800. And it looks like Pancake is bringing in some more Auroras. Going after the airport. 2 of STM's airports down. STM continuing to build a few tanks out here in the bottom part. Pancake's got 4 supply drops. Make that 7. Now sending an A-10. Dueling A-10s between Corey and Pancake. Softening up some of Neo's southern defenses. Okay, and here we go. We've got a tool force from Neo and Pancake. Looks like Pancake dropped some rangers in the back of STM's base, and then Neo dropped a couple of tanks as well as rangers. There goes one airport. Neo's forces starting to try and take out a war factory. STM coming in with a command team, and after surgical laser tanks. There are no missile defenders there, so there's no anti-air to help out. Pancake trying to capture the command center. I don't see any nearby forces, so they'll probably be able to succeed. There goes the command center. Comanche, as well as tanks being recalled from the front line and some Humvees going after those forces. Pancake sells the command center. That team's got very limited visibility right now, but bringing in his troops, going after those infantry. And that was a pretty good incursion, so combination. Oh, and he's also got some snipers now for being able to handle any further ranger drops. STM's trying to rebuild his command center in the southern part of his base. CoreDawg has got War Factory, Airfield, looks like 4 supply drops. And building a 5th. Now, Pancake and Neo have both been spending a lot of resources on units, especially these Auroras. As part of STM's defenses. Pancake with another Aurora attack, going after power plants, gets 2 for 1. STM was able to finish his command center. CoreDawg low on power. Got a lot of troops right now, trying to rebuild that power plant.
Let's get to work.
But Pancake coming in with the Auroras continue to take out Corey's power. STM still has a lot of supply drops available. Got 6,000, Corey with 90, Neo with 300, and Pancake with 28. And Pancake also has 1 Aurora bomber. Neo with a couple of supply drops, looks like 4, and building a 5th. Corey's A-10, going after the strategy center. And it looks like Neo has dropped another fort into STM's base. Corey and STM with Humvees, trying to avoid getting taken out, but they are able to start to knocking down that fort. Multiple tanks also trying to go after those men. Looks like that Comanche's going to get... Oh, he was just able to survive. STM building his Auroras. And STM also bringing in C-130 gunship. Going after the defenses, trying to take out those Avengers. And EM dropping leaflets on the Avengers, and then dropping a fuel bomb on a whole bunch of Neo's defenses. That softened up Neo's defenses pretty hardy. Looks like CoreDawg's made a good amount of infantry. We've got some snipers that are hanging out. And CoreDawg back in the money. 5,000, STM 3,000, Neo 200, and Pancake with 12,000. Like that Comanche is guarding up to the north. Neo's A-10 going after the oil dirt. And Neo is also, Pancake has gotten a whole bunch of forces to take out the STM's oil dirt to the north. And now STM comes with a bunch of tanks to go after the infantry, trying to get those barricaded into the middle of the hut, but he preemptively went after that building. And now STM is starting to go after the last of the defenses with those tanks. That laser turret is the only thing that's really able to do anything against the tanks. The Avengers themselves aren't going to do anything against the land forces. And now STM continuing to push with his tanks. He's got 7 in here, and not too much standing in his way between the rest of Neo's base. Those Crusader tanks are going after 1, now 2 laser tanks. And Corey is bringing in some Humvees, which loaded with looks like missile defenders, trying to go after the Avengers. Seems to be working, slowly but steady. And CoreDawg also bringing in A-10s, going after 1 war factory, and that's it. Neo has surrendered. Pancake throwing some Auroras after STM's tanks. CoreDawg following with his missile defender Humvee. And the last of the Crusader tanks get taken out by a Ranger. But Neo has surrendered. STM bringing in another fleet of 8 Crusader tanks. Pancake coming in with 2 Auroras to try and do some damage back at the STM and CoreDawg's bases. Going after the barracks. Probably a little bit of an overkill. 1 Aurora should be enough to take out a normal barracks. More Auroras. Going out to the war factory. And STM coming in with more with those tanks, continuing to come on in. CoreDawg is sent to T-130, going after supply drops. And this is probably going to be the end of things. CoreDawg has made a whole bunch of Humvees that look like they've got some men in them. Pancake with his Auroras continuing to try and hassle STM, but multiple tanks in the bottom of Pancake's base that he got from Neo. Probably isn't going to last very long. Here comes CoreDawg with a whole bunch of missile defenders, and he also has snipers inside those Humvees. Loaded them up with missile defenders, and he's also got some scout drones for being able to ping snipers that Pancake may have had. But the snipers making short work of all the infantry to the north. All the missile defenders are going after all of the buildings. He's got to keep out of range of those missile defenders, and the snipers will be able to outrange them and just take them out in a couple of shots with the 1.06 upgrade. And there goes 1 Humvee, almost got taken out by those missile defenders. Here comes an Aurora, takes out 2 of the Humvees, but not enough to be able to stop it, and there goes the airport. Pancake is able to shift 1 of the Auroras to another airport, or probably already had the Aurora at another airport, but that got destroyed, and as well as the airport itself. Now he's going to go after all the supply drops. STM in the bottom of the base going after the laser defense turrets. Still staying alive, and that's it. Pancake has...
You are victorious.
So, from the initial looks of things, Neo and Pancake had some excellent visuals. We're doing some crazy dozer hunting on Corey's side, and really kept Corey from generating too many resources on the front end of the game. And yet CoreDawg at the very end still had more resources than Neo was able to collect. Those initial defenses that got hammered away by both aircraft and other things for Neo's side kind of soften it up, eventually allowing that first line of tanks to go in and cause Neo to surrender, also contributing to his lower resources. And then STM with the most amount of resources, all those supply drops that he was able to maintain, as well as oil derricks throughout the game, and Pancake. And STM helping to keep CoreDawg from dying in the middle of the game, and then just pushing through with that line of tanks and coming up, and then the pincher movement for the final finishing step from both CoreDawg and STM. And that was it. So, good game, and we'll talk to y'all later.